Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beetle Dustino coming at you again today with yet another video. And today, kind of a new topic idea, something I really enjoy watching other people do, and I've always wanted to get out and do it, and I just don't know. I don't know why I haven't. We got a lot of snow here and a lot of ice a lot of the time, and it's awfully cold. Well, today it was awfully cold, but the snow and the ice melted away when it was nice and warm the other days. So I guess I decided to go out and do a little thrift store and pawn shop shopping just to see what I could find. But anyways, let's see what I found and some more inspiration on it after the intro. So yeah, I've always enjoyed watching people's like pawn shop and thrift store finds kind of throughout, and I knew I've been hearing a lot on how cheap it is to find CDs at these places. Well, I looked up to see all the different pawn shops and thrift stores in my town. My town had 2 pawn shops, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thrift stores. There we go. So about 8 different shops, and I went to them all today. I literally just got back, so I'm a little wore out because that was quite a haul for me for the day, and spent some money. I'm really kind of surprised the haul I got at the one place, and I've been kind of inspired, especially by Giggins lately. He's got a series going. Go check him out. Go check out his channel. Great guy. And really fun Beach Boys channel. He's also a big Beatles fan, so he talks a lot about the Beatles and their solo stuff. And he's got a little series going on his shorts, and I'll link one of them in my description down below. I think I'll link the first one, and you can go kind of venture out and find the other ones. But he decided to start going out and go into thrift shops and seeing what Beatles items he could find. Not Beach Boys, the Beach Boys guy. Yes, he is a big Beatles fan too, and he does talk a lot about the Beatles too, but he is more of the Beach Boys guy on YouTube than anybody on that. And he decided to do that little series about what he could find at thrift stores for Beatles, and, you know, putting together a set, and, you know, whether he's got it or not, he's just going to pick it up. And I kind of decided I was going to do something kind of similar, but I wanted to just any artist that I found, you know, whatever I found, you know, if it interests me, if it's something that, you know, especially if they're $1, you know, or whatever, yeah, let's just pick it up and see what I could find, and especially be on the hunt for the Beatles though on that. So Giggins, you're probably going to be a little jealous because I did pretty well at the one. I was really shocked. So we'll hold that to the end though. So I'm going to start, this is actually the second to last place I went, and I found 2 different CDs there. I was kind of, this first one I was really excited for because I think I've got the cassette. I've still got it somewhere in the house. But the Wayne's World soundtrack, I always like this. I would always say this is kind of one of the albums that really shaped who I am. Because at the time I was listening to a lot of like R&B, hip hop, kind of Boyz II Men, kind of in that vein. You know, Belle Biv DeVoe, stuff like that. And I really, when this came out, Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, really hit big. I was also discovering my parents' record collection about this time, and I know there's a Jimi Hendrix, Foxy Lady is on here, so I remember really getting into that, and I had the cassette. I've still got the cassette. I know I've got the case for the cassette, and I'm sure I've got the cassette. I don't know where the case is at. It's somewhere in the house though, but I know the cassette is actually one of my, I think in my Abbey Road case. But yeah, I was really happy to see this because I always wanted to get the CD, because I really feel like this is an album that really kind of shaped me, and to find it for $1 at a thrift shop. So this was, I think it's called the Ark thrift shop. I don't know if it's a local thing here. I know it's always, most of these are charity type shops. I also found this Bruce Springsteen album. I don't know, looks like one of his newer ones. 2009, looks like it's got on there. It's in a digi sleeve here. So was kind of shocked to see this, but I've been wanting to get some Bruce Springsteen stuff, so saw this, $1, why not, let's get it. And let's see, how do I want to do this? So that was the second to last place I went. I went to all 8 of those places I mentioned. I went to the 2 pawn shops. I had no luck at any of the pawn shops, so the pawn shops were a joke for this. The one pawn shop, I think they had maybe 5 CDs, but none of them were worth even looking at. Which I'm shocked they even got them. Why didn't they just throw them out? But then again, I don't know. somebody out there must find it interesting. But I saw a lot of Christian CDs. I will say that Christian rock, Christian, whatever. I saw a lot of that in my hunt here. I don't know if that's how every place is, but in my area, it didn't shock me, I guess. But trying to debate, I did go to a Goodwill. I've never been to my Goodwill here, and that was where I got the biggest haul. And I'm trying to debate if the one place I want to hold to last, because that was the real Beatley one. Goodwill, though, I was almost singing for a second. I wasn't, and I kept finding little bins of CDs all around. I think I'm going to do this one. This was actually the first one I stopped at, and this one is a little Beatley. They all had their Hugo's bags. That's our local supermarket around here. This one I just picked up because I found it sealed, and it was $1. It was not $9.99 like that shows there. Where is this from? Save your receipts. Okay, I guess it doesn't say who it is. But it had the hype sticker and everything. Whitney Houston album. Probably one of her newer albums. I didn't see a date on it. I know I looked earlier. But I'm really assuming it's newer. But I was really kind of shocked to find, for a sealed album of pretty big artists, a sealed copy there for $1. I also got this Jimmy Buffett Don't Stop the Carnival. I've always wanted to I don't know if I'm a parrot head, but I appreciate his music at least, and to a degree. And I just saw this and I thought that looks fun. I'll pick it up. The artwork's kind of fun on it. So I got that one. I've been wanting to get some Billy Joel stuff. I did pretty well on this for getting some Billy Joel albums. I've got one record I got recently at an antique shop, and that's all the Billy Joel stuff that I've got. So now I found this one, The River of Dreams. So I found this one there at this pawn shop, and this is about my haul from this one. I'm not going to show you much more than that. A lot of these do got like initials on it. I'm not too worried about that. So let's see. But this was the first Beatley thing. It was the second place, because there was a pawn shop and then the thrift shop. They were literally like next door to each other. And the pawn shop had really nothing. That one actually had a few CDs, but nothing of note, nothing that was interesting me. But yeah, I looked through the CDs at the thrift shop and I found a few things and was shocked to find this. And yes, that isn't the correct cover. It is there though. I did find out when I opened it up. And actually, this is something I kind of need, because I've got a copy of Vertical Man, but I got that, the kind of the limited edition one that's in the digi sleeve, not a digi pack. Yeah, I think should be the main cover there. There we go. So I'll get that switched around and correct one of these days. Maybe I'll do it right now. I found Ringo Starr's Vertical Man, and I kind of need this package because I try to collect one of every version of Beatles stuff. I don't do it for every artist, but Beatles stuff I do. And I needed the jewel case version, so there we go. Now I got it. And the disc label is different on the two, I believe. So a completely different disc label too, not just the package. The album is the same, the music on it's the same, but just the packaging is totally different. So I'll start out with that Beatley item. Trust me, there's some more coming, and Giggins is going to be jealous. So now I'm on to my Goodwill finds, and I'm just going to go through these quick because there was a lot I had there. And I walked around the store. I had maybe 4 or 5 things, and it was more just a joke. And I'm like, okay, for $1, I'll just pick it up, whatever. But then I found the mother load on these bins that were below a cart, kind of by the right where you check out there. And I just picked the bins up, put them up higher so I didn't have to bend down and look through them. But I found the mother load under there. This one I didn't find in there, but it's 10,000 Maniacs. I know there's a couple of their songs I've always enjoyed, so I thought, well, I'll just pick that up. 99 cents, as it says there. I'll pick it up and see what's to see. This one I got laughing at. I saw this everywhere. This is a single, Elton John, something boy, The Way You Look Tonight, Candle in the Wind, 1997. The single I saw, I don't know how many copies of this there. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm aware of it, but I've never seen it anywhere in my life. And I'm like, well, Elton John, I'll pick that up. I'm trying to get a little Elton John collection going. This one, laughing about the Whitney Houston album I found a copy of The Bodyguard. I'm like, why not? For 99 cents. Why not? So let's see here. Get that spun around so you can see that right. There we go. and that's a club edition. I talked about some club edition stuff in my last video. My next video, too, you'll be seeing, I'm going to talk about club edition stuff. This one, I've already got this album, but I got it through eBay, kind of sight unseen type thing, and they sent me the wrong. I think I've got the booklet, but this part of it, the or the backing sheet and stuff is all completely wrong. So the disc was correct and everything, but yeah, Spin Doctors, Pocket Full of Kryptonite. There we go. Got to see them live in my town here one time too, so that's kind of fun finding a copy of their CD at a local thrift shop. Speaking of people I saw in town at the same kind of thing, the same concert series there, different year though, I saw Everclear one time too, and I found this Everclear album, the songs from An American Movie, Volume 1, Learning How to Smile. And I'm going to just open up reading that. There we go. That's them learning how to smile. There we go. I like the nose on it with the spindle hub there. I'll show you that again. That's a funny disc label, that's for sure. And there is the back. I don't think I showed that. Then I saw this one too, Mamma Mia the Musical. I absolutely love ABBA. Matthew Street really got me. I've always liked ABBA, but realizing that somebody was, proud enough to be talking about him, not ashamed of it or whatever. And Matthew Street kind of made me get my ABBA going there. So this is a 2-disc. I didn't check if there was 2 discs in here. Ooh, I better find out here if I can get it open here. Oh, it says it's 2-disc. Where did I see that? Oh, maybe it's not. Act 1 and Act 2. I'm sorry. I was looking at the back and thinking that. Yeah, okay. So it should only be 1 disc. There we go. Got to get my act together. Then I found this Sheryl Crow. I think this is a greatest hits or something. Best of Sheryl Crow. I picked this up. I really enjoy Sheryl Crow. I don't have too many of her albums. I think I got two of her albums. I'm usually lately not a big best of or greatest hits, but I picked this up and it's still got the little sticky on it there. I think I found a few like that. I'll show you kind of behind the tray there. Oh, perfect. I did. Okay. This one I kind of laughed at. For some reason I thought Paul did something with him on this, or was it because they were saying Paul McCartney or Rod Stewart had done this American Songbook thing, and that's why Paul did Kisses on the Bottom. I don't know where I got that confused, but I know it seems like there was a Rod Stewart thing that Paul was a guest on, and this is still sealed too, by the way. I don't know if you can tell that, but I picked that up, and this is Volume 2, which I'm laughing about because I found Volume 1 at another shop, so I picked that up. It seemed like there were a lot of those, and I think I was seeing Volume 1 and Volume 2 and not realizing it. Speaking of Elton John, I got Made in England here. So there we go on that one. So I was kind of on the lookout for artists. Elton is definitely one of them. I don't know more his 70s era. I know this is 80s or 90s. But yeah, I'm like, whatever, I'll pick it up. Yeah, 90s, I can see there. This one we'll look at next. We got Bush, and this is Razor Blade Suitcase. There we go. Do enjoy me some Bush every now and then. I don't know this album in particular. I think there's another album of theirs that's a little bigger, but I've always liked their sound, so I thought I'll get another one to check out. I found some Duran Duran. I've been meaning to look for some of their stuff. This is No Big Thing. Did I see that right? Or Big Thing. Just Big Thing. There we go. Show you the spine, the back there, behind the booklet there, and the disc label. And this is kind of cool how it goes out here. I'll show you that there. And I know that isn't the only Duran Duran I found. I also got this Third Eye Blind. I know I've got a different cover version of it than this one. It's the same album, though. Their first album. Their self-titled album. But really good album. I thought I'd just get the alternate cover, I guess, here. I know I had this version of it. I think my sister borrowed it and never gave it back, or I just gave it to her. I don't remember. Something like that happened. Oh, yeah, I guess that is just a self-titled one too, but I got Three Doors Down here. Pick this one up. I don't see another title on it, so I'm assuming it's just Three Doors Down. There's the disc label booklet there under the tray. Some people might think some of this is junk too or whatever, but I don't know. I had fun with it. Dave Matthews Band, I used to like. I had a few of their albums from the 90s there. I saw this one here. This is Everyday. I give this one a try too. There is that. Yeah, oh, nothing really behind the disc there. I think I had 35 albums there, so we got a few to go here. I'm gonna hold that one off for later too. Here I got this Best of Blondie. I don't think I've got any Blondie stuff, so I thought that was kind of a fun one to find. Generally, like I said, I like to kind of steer away from best of stuff, but I don't know. I guess I don't have anything of hers, or theirs, I should say. So I'll pick this one up. And another Duran Duran. Is it just called Arena? Recorded Around the World, 1984. So probably a live album, I'm assuming. I knew I had another Duran Duran. Most of this that you're seeing now is from those bins that I found on the lower cart by the register there. That I picked up and tried to make it so I didn't have to bend down to look at them all. I found this Pearl Jam one too. Again, I think this is just a self-titled. I don't see any other title anywhere. And a Digipack one here. Not in too shabby of shape actually, so I guess that's good on that. And I saw it even had the booklet, so I didn't really pull it out to look at it, but I did notice that it was in there. So for 99 cents, why not? Oh, Live on Two Legs. There we go. That's what we got going on there. So there's a live album of theirs. There we go. I got Bon Jovi, Lost Highway. Another artist I really don't have a lot of. I think I got one greatest hits thing with John Bon, or no, yeah, Bon Jovi, I guess, yeah. There you go. So that one I found for 99 cents. I think this is a newer album too, isn't it? 2007. I guess for me that's newer. I don't know. I found this Kiss album too. Again, another artist I don't really have a lot, but I've seen them in concert. They came to my town, and it was one of the last concerts I saw before 2020. And really no more concerts since then. I've done some stuff, but not much. Not big arena shows like that. Literally right before it. I think it was February 2020 I saw them. I got to double check my late January or February, early February. So right about when everything went down there. So there we go. But yeah, here I found this Kiss album. I know I've got a greatest hits of theirs, but I just picked that up for $1, whatever. Simply the Best, Tina Turner. Always wanted to get a good Tina Turner album. I do enjoy her stuff. So there we go. Show you the disc label behind the booklet there. Almost like a What's on the Rack. I don't think I had this many albums on What's on the Rack. Oh, here, another Duran Duran, a greatest hits one. So there we go. I knew I spotted a couple of Duran Durans while I was there. Another artist I've been kind of meaning to get a few of. I don't know if that's supposed to be upside down there, but that's how it is. There's the disc label and behind the tray there. Another artist I saw, don't have any albums of theirs, OAR. Got to see them once. They played here for UND spring concert thing, and I got to see them. I don't have an album of theirs, so I saw this and I thought, why not? For 99 cents? Why not? There we go. This one, I was trying to only find if it had an album, like a booklet and everything with it. This one, I kind of made an exception for because I don't know why, for some reason, I've been wanting to get this album, but it's Smash Mouth and Astral Lounge. The artwork on that is really interesting. It's just kind of an album I've been wanting to get for $1. I'm like, whatever, I'll just pick it up. As long as the album works and everything, no big deal. And maybe another day I'll find another one for $1, and then I'll have the full thing with the booklet and all that. Then I got this REM one, Reconstruction of the Fables, I think it said. I guess I'm not familiar with this one, but REM is definitely an artist I've been wanting to get some more of their stuff. I've got that kind of trilogy from the early 90s that was so good. I've been wanting to add some more to it. So I saw that and I thought I'd pick that up. Another artist, another album, really. I think this is one of their main albums. But NXX, bleh, I think I'm saying that completely wrong. Kick. And yeah, been hearing some of their music lately and been kind of enjoying it. So wanted to pick up an album of theirs, and there we go. I think this is one of their biggest albums too, if I'm not mistaken, because it seems like this is always on the artwork streaming there. when their music's playing at work. One buddy will get a kick out of this, Nickelback. He always tried to make Nickelback out to be the greatest thing ever. He was a big fan of theirs, and I always just kind of laughed it off because that's what everybody else was doing. But I don't know, had this whole thing in there too. Oh, free Walmart. Must have been a Walmart exclusive thing. Probably just gave you my code, but I don't know if it's even any good anymore, and I don't think it matters anyway. See, I'll show you there. Yeah, I got a buddy that really likes Nickelback, and I watched that documentary on them recently, and all the BS with them not being that kind of brunt of all jokes band. I do kind of agree. I don't think that's fair after watching that documentary there. And then I got this Jim Croce Photographs and Memories, his greatest hits. Thought this one would be an interesting one. There's the front, the spine, the back on the Atlantic label. One of the few that's got a really true classic record label on the back there, or on the label. This one, I said I had a lot of stuff I listened to back in the 90s, and that the Wayne's World was kind of a album that ushered me into what I am now with the classic rock and everything. But this was something I was listening to at the time, and it's always been one I've wanted to pick up again. But it's TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool, or no, Ooh on the TLC side, or so. The TLC tip, there we go. I think I had the cassette to this. I might have had the CD, I don't know. I got rid of it though. I can't remember. I did go CD or cassette with that one. No, it seems like I had the CD, because I do remember this label looking at it. I do remember that label, so I probably did have the CD. But yeah, I got rid of it years ago. I never really got rid of much of my collection, but I just kind of stopped listening to it. And I think I'm going to do little album reviews, kind of blasts from the past. These ones from that kind of period, like, do I still appreciate it or what? And we're not done yet with the Goodwill finds. I said I'd shown that one Billy Joel album and was really kind of excited to find it. I'm not going to start with Billy Joel, but I do got quite a few Billy Joels in there. I'm going to start with the Rolling Stones, though, and Sticky Fingers. I found this copy of it. I do have a copy of Sticky Fingers, but it's kind of that deluxe one that came out quite a few years ago. I thought this one just looked fun, just to have a standard standalone version of it there. I wonder almost if this one came out about that time. That back picture, oof, I don't know if I want to get staring at that too long. All right, I'm not going to go in any sort of order on this, but these are all Billy Joel now. And I've got the bridge kind of up next here. So I got 4 Billy Joel albums. For an artist I haven't had any. I know I've got 2 more sitting here to show you, plus I showed you that one. So I got 4 Billy Joel albums for the day. Quite an impressive haul on that. And then I got Songs in the Attic. There we go. And there's the spine and the back. Yeah, all these were right about in the same area, so they must have got them all from the same kind of collection. And then this one, the guy at the register told me this is a great album. I think he was jealous I got it and he didn't. But yeah, Piano Man we got there. And there is the spine and the back. And we're not done yet. We are done with the Goodwill finds here. But I do got one more place I went to. Get a Hugo's bag. I think that's what everybody was using. Goodwill gave me an old Amazon box, so that was a good thing. This was the last place I went. And I got a pretty good stack here too. I'm going to kind of sort this out though, because I want to, and like I said, this one was a Beatle-y haul at this one, so, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to go in order. I said Giggins will be jealous, especially the shape these are in. Looking at them again, just how good of shape they're in. But here is the Great American Songbook, Rod Stewart, Volume 1. So I got Volume 1 and Volume 2. So Volume 2 is still sealed. And this one, it does say Goodwill, but I found it was called Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. And it's got the Goodwill sticker on the front, but on the back, a little bit of a price hike. So this was the only place that was $1.50, which I still don't think is terrible on just finding these. I got this Journey one also, the greatest hits one. I think I had this album a long time ago. I think I got it at Record Club days. I like how it's got the hype sticker on there. I think my one way back then had the hype sticker too. And I just never listened to it, and I had a buddy that So, oh, I love that. And I remember I gave it to him. That one I know I didn't borrow to him and he didn't return it. I straight out gave it to him because I wasn't listening to it. Americana Sam St. John is going to be a little jealous. I know he loves his Roger McGuinn. I saw this, thought of him, picked it up. But yeah, this is Back from Rio. So Sam, let me know if this is a good one. I'll tag you in this, so hopefully you'll see this. But yeah, let me know if this is a good one here. But Back from Rio, Roger McGuinn. Artist I've also seen in concert and always enjoyed, but never got that into. But I've got like 2 or 3 greatest hits albums of theirs. I've never had just a straight up studio album. But I saw Get a Grip here, Aerosmith, and picked that one up. This one is about the worst for wear that I found there, because the case is a little broken here. Show you behind the tray there, and that one. Then I found this Train album. I've always really kind of enjoyed their stuff, and don't have an album of theirs, so I picked that one up. So it's got that plastic thing on the top there, that little sticker seal thing, so I'll have to peel that off. Try to get that label there a little better for you to see. And behind the tray there, we're almost there. We're almost to the Beatles ones. I think I've got a copy of this already, Collective Soul. I think this is just their self-titled, also Collective Soul. Really good album. I think I did a garage sale find last summer, and I think I got this one in there also. But I was like, I'll just pick up another copy just to make sure, because I couldn't remember how good a shape that other one was in. This one didn't look too bad, so I just get another one to be safe, because I do really enjoy them too. So we're to the Beatles section, and this is where Giggins is going to get a little jealous, because he's trying his best to collect the Beatles albums, and especially finding them in good shape and at a $1.50 price tag. And actually, I'm trying to get. I realized they did the reissue. The original ones had the Apple label and stuff, or didn't have the Apple label, just the EMI capital. The next reissue had the Apple labels put everywhere. And I'm trying to get a version of both. The original 87 release, and then that reissue that came out in the early 90s, I think 92, 93, somewhere in there. But I did find a copy of Beatles for sale. So this will be the first one, and I do got these in order. This is the only one I ordered up. This one I think I've actually got a couple of copies of already, and with the Apple. They're all the Apple one, the later reissues. So every single one of them is that way. I got a copy of Help here. And yeah, I was really kind of shocked. And these are in fantastic condition. Fantastic. Probably better than the ones that I got. My original collection, oh yeah, the disc is beautiful. My original collection I had given to my brother-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law at the time, and she got divorced from him, whatever. And it was really intended for my nephews, because I wanted them to, and they do enjoy the Beatles already. They really love Ringo. But I really wanted them to bring them up on the Beatles, so I gave them my old 87 era CD collection, because I got the remastered box set. Looking back at it, I kind of regret it. I wish I would have held on to them, because now I've bought them all again. And yeah, I just kind of, I'm pretty sure all of mine that I had though were these reissues with the Apple label. But here's Rubber Soul. This is the next one I found here. And this next trio is just unbelievable. And yeah, that just confirms it. My Rubber Soul I have, the case is the newer one with the Apple logo there. But the disc itself does not have the Apple. I kind of figured somebody switched. So that one I've got to get both. But now I've got at least a true Apple one there. And then Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Like I said, this next set, the next three, I don't think any Beatles album is not bad. So Rubber Soul, or Beatles for Sale, Help. I know Beatles for Sale people will moan about. Help I know is kind of up and down. But yeah, there's Sgt. Pepper's. And last but not least, Abbey Road. I couldn't believe it. This was, I think, actually the first one of this group I found. So I was pretty happy. And I know Abbey Road, I need the Apple label version here, the reissue. So the one that I have right now is the original 87 one. So now I've got the reissue also. So I probably will add what I need into my collection here, kind of pad that out. So I got one of each here up on the rack. So, but yeah, that is what I found. So quite a haul here. I know I had 35 from the one. I didn't even count how many I had from that last place I went where I found, I know it's 5 Beatles albums, but there was at least 5 or 6, I want to say, other albums. Maybe it was even more. I don't know. I kind of lost count there, but that was my next big haul was there. I was really surprised. That is also, if you've ever seen, I talk about on different collection updates over time, I talk about my boss, my manager at work will bring me like a record from the thrift shop. It's this thrift shop where I found all this stuff at. I know I got my Yellow Submarine VHS cassette there. He got from there some other things, a lot of records, and I think he's getting those records for $1 or $2 each. So yeah, I don't even think I saw any records when I was in there. I saw the CDs, I saw a couple of cassettes, I saw all the DVDs and Blu-rays everywhere, but yeah, I don't remember seeing any LPs anywhere. I might not have been looking in the right place, but I was really focusing strictly on CDs for this. And I'm really debating if I'm going to do this. I was thinking almost making it like a monthly or bi-monthly thing. I really feel like if I do it monthly for sure, I'm going to just see the same CDs that I left sitting there the time before. So I don't know if it's going to be worth my time. So maybe every few months, maybe I might just go do the little around town and just see what I can find. Kind of interesting, you know, spending 50 some dollars and getting that many new CDs, and then kind of figure out with that Beatles one. I might give those whatever I got once I kind of pad out my collection with the original 87 releases versus the reissues. I'll kind of either VCLT that in some way with those Beatles collections. I think that's kind of what Giggins is going to do with that too. Because I really need another copy of Abbey Road? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that was my finds there. Let me know your thoughts on this. Was this fun to see? Are any of these worth listening to? Because I know there's a few of them in there that I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, Kiss. Yeah, why not? I'll give that a try. I'm not the biggest Kiss fan, though, so I don't know. I just grabbed it because, I don't know, seeing them in concert, I think, was worth it because they are quite a live spectacle, and that was definitely a fun concert. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, some of these other ones, I don't know. Just let me know. Sam St. John, if you're watching, let me know on that Roger McGuinn. I do a good find there on that or not. But yeah, I totally bought that in your honor, Sam. So yeah, the Beatles one's kind of in your honor there, Giggins. So a Ringo Starr solo album plus 5 straight up Beatles albums. I'm really kind of shocked. But anyways, I'm going to get fully signing out. But before I do that, I want to once again thank all my subscribers, and thanks to any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And do hit the notification bell so you know when I got new videos coming out. Also, please give the video a like. It really does help out the channel. And like I always say, if you stuck around to this point, you must like it. So please give it a like and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. Let me know your thoughts on my pickups here. Let me know if you want to see me do more of these kind of thrift store, pawn shop rounds. I think I'm going to just leave the pawn shops out of the rounds there, just do the thrift stores. That really wouldn't be that many with the thrift stores. I think it was, what, 6 or so? And just fun to pop in there and see what there is to see every now and then. I know my boss is finding stuff all the time, so I guess, you know, maybe I should be looking around. But anyways, I'm going to get fully signed out. I have Beetle Dustino signing out.